Hey guys, welcome back to another More with. Oh, you're a little dirty. Hang on. Hey guys, welcome back to another More with Morrows video. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit similar to like these small change-ups that we've been doing on the channel. Yes, there's still home improvement videos. Yes, there's still going to be cleaning videos, but this video is going to be more of touch-ups in our house. So we had our yearly walkthrough for like the home inspection, and they come out and did the work, and then the coronavirus stuff happened and they never got to finish it. So my plan today is to go ahead and go, and I've got the paint, I've got everything I need to finish this, because our house has looked like a construction site for months now. So there's also going to be little home improvement things that we're going to talk about, and then at the end of the video we're going to talk about all of the major projects that we have going on. But all of that is like at the end of this video, but I'm going to go and show you guys all the things that need to be fixed. So as you guys can tell, they had to redo the seam on this post right here, and it goes all the way up into the ceiling. And if you can see right here, there was a nail pop right there on the corner. And then all down the line here, all of that has to be sanded and repainted. There are lines, I know, yeah, you guys can still see them. There are lines on the ceiling that go all the way to the ceiling fan. So those are the kind of marks that I'm talking about. And then Brittany's gonna come behind me after I get done sanding everything, and she's going to paint them. And now that's gonna make everything go extremely fast, because me and her working together, we get 10 times as many things done as we normally do if we're doing stuff by ourselves. Now, one of the other little projects that Brittany's going to be working on as soon as we get done with the sanding, and that might be for like tomorrow, so this video is going to be a continuation of 2 days, is repainting all of the kitchen hardware. So we've got all these handles, and then all the handles down at the bottom. We've got more here. So we are going to be painting the hardware in the kitchen with this Rust-Oleum Universal Metallic paint and primer in one, and it's going to be a oil rubbed bronze. So we are doing that because we really like the look that we have going with some of the lights already in the house. So we've got this, it's pretty much the same color. It's this oil rubbed bronze colored light fixture over the table, and we have the bronze, like that old rustic bronze color for curtain rods as well. So we're gonna fix all of that. And like I said, guys, we got spots all over our house that have to be touched up, because Brittany and I are really tired of looking at them. So along with all of this downstairs, we're going to repaint this wall. We're going to repaint this wall once again. I feel like this is going to be my hardest part, because I'm gonna see if I can zoom up on it a little bit. So it is chipping off, and all they have done is just added more and more of this putty to it. So hopefully I can get that to straighten out and look 10 times better. So like I said, we will have all these spots to fix, and then when we come into our bedroom, I am going to be hanging up these mirrors today. I've got one here and one on the other side. like I mentioned a little bit earlier in today's video, these are some of the spots that I need to try to fix. Alright guys, so I got this repaired the best way I could. I ended up taking a big chunk out of it right there, and then down this line all the way to where it stops. What ended up happening was all of this was already coming off, so when I went to try to fix it, it all just fell right off. So I think I got it kind of squared off just enough to where when this dries, I can put one more coat on it and then sand it all the way down, and we'll be ready to paint. Now I got all of these spots ready to be painted. The only thing is this made such a big mess that I feel like, babe, Britt?
Yeah, I'm here.
We're gonna have to make an ultimate clean with me after this video.
Probably. I was thinking, like, as you're doing all of this, like, why don't we just combine that with cleaning?
Like do a ultimate touch up / clean with me?
Yes, I think that's
what we're gonna need. Once I get to like these spots right here, it's going to make a huge mess.
You know that paint liner that we have? We could just probably just like...
We'll have to put it everywhere right here. And honestly, I probably should have put it right here, but I already had the idea of doing an ultimate clean with me after a touch-up job kind of idea in my head. So I feel like this video is like kind of all over the place right now, but once we start getting settled in and doing all the spots, everything will come, oh Jesus, Lord have mercy. Everything will come together. And there was one other spot I wanted to show you guys that I was going to work on today.
Please do the one in the bathroom.
And it is the one in the bathroom that has been here for months.
Oh my god.
That spot is getting done, as well as that one, and then Brittany's little boo-boo right there.
I don't even know what happened. See, we have so many spots where I'm like, did the kids do that or what? Oh, I think it's because we had to take out the paper.
So we took out the old toilet paper roll, and this is from me when I put up the shiplap, and that is from you when the pictures fell.
And then nice little...
this is what
we're talking about.
Dirtiness.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to work on in this like whole video, is like big touch-ups in the house, and like even little spots where I've hung stuff up. Like there's still like little pencil marks where I made everything level.
Won't you take me home? Give me with your flight. We can run away. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle.
Here's Frank's setup for spray painting the handles. The first test was on a McDonald's bag. It turned out really good.
I gotta
like
turn it
it.
over and spray the bottom, but
No, it turned out good. I was worried that it wasn't gonna stick that well on there, but
no, it did pretty good.
it did do pretty good. So you can use it on wood, metal, plastic, and masonry. Masonry? What is that? What's masonry? I'm like totally clueless.
Masonry is like your block, like like basically concrete.
Oh,
you can use it on brick.
The one thing that I've learned about myself is that my style is constantly changing. Like if I knew how much I would like the darker handles and the darker look when we first built, I would have just picked that, and it would have just been that so easy. I'm a really complicated person because my style is constantly changing. I'm constantly seeing new things and new styles, and we gotta take those inside, girlfriend. And then that means we're constantly changing stuff. It's not a big deal. We're actually saving us some money by just spray painting it. It's gonna take a little extra work than just buying it, but at least we're still using the handles that we had before. We're just having to put in a little bit of work to get in there.
while those are sitting there drying, I'm going to be finishing up sanding and prepping for paint. Brittany is going to be helping me paint, but there's still a lot of places that need to be sanded down. There's a couple spots in the bathroom. Still have to work on this wall here and the ceiling. But other than that, we should be getting ready for paint.
Have we talked about the
Hole in the wall?
the hole in the wall yet?
No, I hadn't mentioned it yet. So I put this in, like I put these curtains in with like those really good sheetrock anchors,
Yeah.
and it was perfectly fine. Nothing has been pulled out. So I put it up here. Everything was nice and sturdy, and it wasn't moving. And then the other day I walked in here, and it was ripped away from the wall.
We think Harlow might be
I
pulling
think
on the
Carla might be pulling
curtains.
on the curtains to open them in the mornings.
She could be.
So what I might have to do, well, one thing I had to fill the hole in. I had to put like a little mesh screen
Yeah.
over it to fill it in, and I might end up dropping the curtains down, which I don't want to do that, but to put it into a stud and for it to not be able to be pulled off by Harlow, I feel like that's going to be our best bet. And when she gets a little older, I'll have to just raise it back
Or
up.
we'll just probably leave them so we don't have to fool with them.
But,
It's
I
been
mean,
a
it's
struggle
one of those
because
things. God.
it's been a struggle because Frank has put the curtains up and, you know, tried the best that he could with anchoring them to make sure that they wouldn't come out, because I think where you put it, it was just drywall. There was no stud.
It was just drywall.
Right. And then he even got like a really heavy duty anchor and it still came out. So it's been like an ongoing battle.
One of those things where she has to be like pulling it
She
away
must
from the
be.
wall.
I don't know what she's doing. It's been an ongoing battle to keep these curtains up.
Because it's like so they play with the ones downstairs. They like get them and twist and those
Those are
starting to pull
fine.
away.
Oh,
No,
they are?
They're starting to pull away because they're the same thing. We put them up so high because we wanted that longer
Elevated,
view.
yeah.
And like they're starting to pull away because of how much they've been pulling.
We're about to have like a no touch curtain rule in the house.
So, that's what I've been working on now, is trying to get this nice and leveled back
Yeah.
out, because I'll have to come back in and repaint this.
I don't know what it is with kids and curtains, because even in our room when Scarlett was
She pulled on the one near the window. And
yeah,
it's coming
when her
down.
crib let me zoom up a little bit. So when her crib was in our room, she was pulling on the curtain. Now I feel like she might be doing the same thing in here too.
Yeah, because that one's this whole area was fine.
You had it secure.
I'm gonna run get another tool real quick, but I'll be right back.
All right. So that is our next project. As you can see, he's taking a whole bunch of, I don't know what this stuff is called. What is this? I just know you use it to patch holes. He's using, or he bought a huge tub of dry decks. It's spackling to cover the hole that was in the wall and to secure it. And as you guys can see, he just lathered a whole bunch on there.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to try to thin it out a little bit and hopefully.
Once it dries.
Honestly, I hate spackling. I wish I never would have bought it. I wish I'd have just bought sheetrock mud.
Why not? What's the difference?
One, this is like a lot quicker. It's like faster setting. The other one is real thin and it's a little bit more work.
Is it stronger?
Yeah. I should have just stuck with what I was going to do originally with like all of the holes that I filled in. But I just got the wrong stuff.
It's all right. So we're going to wait till that dries, sand it down and repaint it. And then that's when we can, because we have like a center hook right there for the curtain since it's so long and the curtains are heavy. That also might be the problem too. The curtains might be just too heavy for that rod.
Yeah, that could be part of it too, but I think it's more or less they're just
messing with it.
Messing with it. Now that we have everything in the house touched up the best that we can, what we're going to go ahead and do is show you guys all the places that we touched up. Now there was a few, like the ceiling, I was not able to get the paint for it because I'm kind of nervous that I'll get the wrong paint.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to tell the difference.
For it, though.
We do have paint, but I don't think it's the right color. It's
that's what we use on the baseboards.
Yeah, we used it for the baseboard. It's not ceiling paint.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna walk around the house, show you guys everything that we got touched up. I think I did a lot of overview or like kind of like B-roll of like all the places that were kind of messed up in the house. But Brittany actually painted a lot more of the house than we like anticipated. Like Brittany went on a roll and just started painting everything. So we're gonna I'm finally gonna shut up and gonna show you guys how everything turned out in the house.
So I just want to say one thing really quick about the hardware and just changing the handles. Just that little bit of change made a huge difference.
It made it have like a little pop of color. Like I know it's like
I think it's like a pop of contrast.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes with the rest of the house. And I also, we didn't get to it in this video, but I also want to paint
the light up there. It's going to require a lot because even if I take it down and put it back up, I don't want to scuff the paint when I'm putting it back up in the process. One of the other things Brittany wanted me to do was to paint the office handles as well. And now she also does want me to do the bathrooms, right?
I think so, because we're going to eventually redo those rooms, or the bathrooms. Kind of like we did with the half bath. We're going to do something different than what was standard and came with the house already, because we didn't do any upgrades for the bathrooms at all. So eventually we're going to redo those. So
yeah, I showed you guys some footage about like I did a time-lapse footage of taking them off and putting them back on, but they look really good. It actually goes really well with the granite too.
Yeah, I like it too. The silver, I just feel like maybe was like a little outdated. We picked it because it was cheap.
Yes.
So just adding the spray paint made a difference.
Which I'm surprised that spray paint really held up like it did.
I'm gonna be honest, I was doubting it. I was like, I how well it's good, but it had the primer in it with, right?
Yes.
It was the primer and it worked really well. I did get some feedback because I posted on Instagram that it can chip easily, so
Be careful.
we will see. We'll see if that happens. If it does, we'll let you guys know. But
And we might just end up
I will
replacing them
say-
if that happens.
yeah, I will say initially spray painting it turned out great.
Yes. One of the things in the house that was god awful was this wall.
I
Like,
think
because the
every
kids just
parents can
put their hands down the
feel
side of
pain
it. So this wall got repainted. All of the touch-up spots that were up here, all of this got repainted. There was hand smudges all here, so all of those are gone.
There's a lot of
This
places.
spot I still have to fix because I still, like I said, I don't have the paint for this. So I've got to come back in, sand this down a little bit more and fix
Would that be
it.
the same as the baseboard, or
I
is
don't
it
think
different?
so. I think it's a little bit
It looks
different.
like more like a flat paint.
Yes. So leading into the bathroom. So all of the marks are now gone. I went ahead and filled them in. Filled in the old toilet paper place where the old toilet paper roll was messed up.
I was just thinking we should spray paint that.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be pretty cool to
Probably spray paint that, yeah.
So I had a few marks up here, and there's still one right there that we missed.
I was, you know
Right-
what?
right there.
I get so nervous with painting when I'm like close to like outlet covers or like the baseboards. I get so nervous because I most of the time mess it up. So
But
I
it's
just left
okay.
it.
So all of these spots, there was a big spot here that's gone. There was another big spot here, and then where it fell, all of that stuff is gone. So I feel like
Feels good to
this
kinda,
is a check on this room.
Yeah, it feels good to like, you know, there's those little projects that you have left to do and you keep putting them off. That was basically what
And we
today
had
and
one
yesterday
full
was.
day of
Yeah.
getting this done. So now you guys, for the dreaded part that took me the longest. And I got so frustrated and fed up, I just went with it, and it actually turned out decent at best. Was the corner here. Now I did realize a lot of stuff was wrong with this. And honestly, when they come back out eventually to do this, I'm going to have them redo this entire corner because it was not done right in the first place. So when I was going to put on some of that spackling, it just pulled all of the stuff that they had on there off. You guys can see it's still pulled off. It's cracked, and this was already previously done. All of this had been sitting here for how long? Like a month or 2 months. And as soon as you put paint on it, it all cracked. So all of these spots are gone, you guys. I showed y'all all of the little nail pop holes. I sanded those down and they're gone.
I'm so happy I don't have to look at that anymore.
You're what?
I said I'm so happy I don't have to look at that anymore.
You know what I just realized?
But I have to still look at this. I'm just kidding. What did you just realize?
Well, I didn't stain the box post because
We don't have the stain for it.
we don't have the stain. We have a darker color stain, and I would have
The
ruined
home
it.
builders, they have the stain for that.
There's a
We'll put it out of
spot
focus.
right there that we missed. We would have made the bed, you guys, but we're in the process of washing our sheets. But we hung up both of the mirrors here. Brittany moved my plant.
I did.
Wow.
I had to vacuum over.
Oh, okay. So we hung up both of the mirrors here, and honestly, just getting them off of the little nightstands that we had, it honestly made a world of a difference.
Did. I think I want our next project to be this laundry room.
Yeah, so ooh, start talking about projects?
Here, yeah.
Projects?
We'll
Projects?
talk about one project that we want to do. We want to do something with the laundry room.
This is like the biggest project that I have.
Oh, gosh.
Currently slated. Already have ideas for it.
I think we're gonna do wallpaper.
So it's basically like bricks, but it's only like a quarter of the brick, if
Like
that makes
very
sense.
thin.
It's very thin. It's authentic. Like, I'm pretty sure what they do is just cut the brick down. So we're going to go with a white brick look here, and I'm going to get a nice slab of like oak or wood, and I'm going to
Like a
mount it
shelf
here.
right
I'll probably do two of them, one for all this stuff and one lower,
We're
and
still getting
then
some ideas too.
yeah, just getting some ideas. And then on this side, I'm going to make Brittany a folding table right there, and then probably some storage underneath. I feel like this is going to go too.
What?
We might,
Right away or eventually?
no, like when we do this whole thing, we're going to do it right. So I might take this up, and I'm not going to give you guys any clue as to what I'm doing. It's going to be tile. Brittany don't know, but I have ideas.
Oh my gosh, I don't know about that.
She's gonna love
I feel
it.
like that is gonna be a huge mess.
She's gonna love it, I promise. And y'all are gonna love it too when this whole thing is finished. You talked about this a little bit, right? And we talked about how the girls like pulled the curtains off the wall. Well, it's still setting. You guys, I can't do nothing with it, but it is still
Drying.
It is still drying. I'm gonna have to sand it down, put maybe 2 more coats on it to make sure that it is nice and I guess sturdy is the right word to put there. But that is gonna take probably till tomorrow afternoon to finish.
We just ate.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
I feel
super
so lethargic right now and stuffed. Frank suggested just a minute ago
Oh, yes.
about
So right
maybe
here.
doing shiplap right there. I think that would be really
Or even like an old style shiplap. It don't even have to be, well, it would match if it was white, but I feel like that may be too much white. So maybe something like a little accent right here to make it stand out just a little bit.
besides the stairs, that was probably the dirtiest spot in the house because this is like where the kids sit, they spill stuff, their like hands and feet prints were everywhere.
And I say, and the reason why I said shiplap is because we are constantly repainting this. It's like every other month we repaint it. And instead of having to do that, I figured it'd be easier if we put like shiplap or
Wipe
some
it
type
down.
of, and you can just wipe it down.
Plus it'd be like a cool like little accent right there.
But that is going to be it for today's video. If you loved this video, which I'm sure you're going to,
Hopefully you guys did.
Leave
Give
a
it a
like.
thumbs up.
and then don't forget to comment down below and subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you on our next one. Bye guys.